Drones are revolutionizing the turf industry, introducing golf course superintendents to never-before-seen course data and actionable analysis. Through the use of our UAVs, AgDrone solutions by 3Rings Media can identify invisible areas of plant stress that cannot be seen with the naked eye, in addition to visual areas of stress, including browning or yellowing of turf. Aerial imagery provides insight into water distribution patterns, identifying specific areas where applications can be reduced while maintaining healthy turf, aesthetics, and improving playability. Aerial imagery accurately defines the extent of both visible and invisible problems, which allows for spot treatment of pesticides and fertilizer rather than blanket treatment. This reduces material and labor operating costs, is better for the environment, and is helpful in maintaining healthy relationships with nearby residents. One case study took place at a country club in California, where their annual turf management budget is over $1.5 million. Drones were sent out in early June to capture near-infrared and visible imagery and return troubling data. For example, on hole 12, there were over 7 acres of turf at a low vigor level and almost 4 acres of browning turf, bringing the total area of stressed turf on hole 12 to approximately 11 acres. However, there were 15 acres of turf at mid-vigor and over 11 acres that were high vigor. These areas did not require urgent treatment. Following the direction of action items created by the superintendent within our software, and weekly aerial mapping to monitor turf stress improvement, from June 1st through August 3rd, groundskeepers focused primarily on stressed areas of turf with their goals as shown here. The club was able to meet the majority of their goals. They also realized a 33% overall improvement in the health of their turf. They were able to achieve this because their focus was on areas that needed urgent treatment. They did not waste the cost of materials, time of personnel, and other resources it would have taken to treat areas that were not stressed. One more major achievement was that during 2016, this club was able to save over 15% of their annual turf maintenance budget. Another case study took place on a golf course in Florida with 2 18-hole courses. The course is flown once or twice each week, collecting data to help the superintendent find underlying problems. Players count on golf course superintendents to keep greens healthy and consistent so that they can enjoy the best green speeds and performance. But keeping greens healthy is no small feat. If maintenance staff can spot damage from an irrigation problem or a fungus with the naked eye, that usually means the problem has already become significant and may take weeks to fully correct. By the time you see the problem, says the superintendent, it's usually too late. During one flight, the information the drones gathered showed several areas of possible concern. The first, seen in this image, was a large section of turf next to a cart path. In near-infrared imagery, the section appeared orange, indicating stressed vegetation. When golf course staff visited the area on foot, it looked healthy, but additional tests revealed the presence of leaf spot, a fungus that lives in the soil and eventually spreads to grass leaves, causing brown spots and ultimately thinning the turf. Without the use of drone technology, maintenance staff most likely wouldn't have discovered the fungus until they saw brown spots on the green. At that stage, it takes up to 8 weeks of consistent fungicide applications to eradicate it, all the while leaving a compromised green for players. But thanks to the information gathered by the drone, the staff was able to detect the leaf spot at a very early stage and eradicate it with a less intensive treatment. They fully resolved the issue in just 2 days, 96% faster than if they hadn't used near-infrared imagery. The superintendent said, "When we compared the cost of 2 days of spot treatment to the cost of labor and materials for 8 weeks of consistent fungicide application, the significant cost savings immediately became obvious. Not having known of this problem through the use of drone imagery could have left us with a compromised green for 8 weeks, which would have been bad for our members, bad for guests, and may have damaged the reputation of our golf club. Another important discovery made was a small area of stress on the green that didn't seem to be related to the leaf spot fungus. This stressed area turned out to be the result of faulty drainage, which caused some areas of the green to get too much water and other areas to get too little. A small section of faulty drainage might not seem like a big problem, but on a golf course in drought-stricken Florida, it is. A course of this size uses 900,000 gallons of water per day to keep its greens healthy. Rationing, due to drought, meant the course had access to only 155,000 gallons per day. When the course is operating at 15% of its ideal water capacity, every drop counts. In the case of this Florida golf course, early detection of this problem meant the club not only saved the affected turf from dying, but it maximized the use of its already limited water resources. To find out how 3Rings can help you and your golf course, please contact us to schedule a complimentary aerial mapping demonstration and analysis. Thank you for viewing.